is not merely a selection of large buildings, classrooms, fields or courts. KingsWay is defined by its people, namely its teachers, staff, board members, parents and students. You are the people I would like to thank for coming tonight. To the rest, I am completely dumbfounded why you've come, but would like to welcome you anyway. To be honest, this speech has been one of the biggest challenges this year as head boy. I wanted this speech to be unforgettable, inspirational, a tribute to the 8 years here at KingsWay, and a way to thank all those in my life who have done so much for me. However, I quickly realized that words will never be remembered as much as actions or relationships, nor will they show my gratitude to those people who have helped me so much. Nevertheless, tonight I would like to share a few memorable stories about my time here at KingsWay. My mind is full of memories of the numerous plays and productions, camps and trips, and of course loads of fun times shared with friends and teachers. This year, especially, has not disappointed in the memories department. Who could forget lunchtime poker in Mr. Williamson's room? A special highlight, a personal highlight for me, is the economics classes' 2 trips to Mystery Creek field days, which were promoted by Mr. Braddock's love of agriculture. Both years, Tim, Rowan and Sam managed to smuggle a small gift into the bus, which they duly presented to Mr. Braddock at the end of our journey. The Braddocks now own 2 chickens, who were christened by the economics class as Cummus and Vintage. Another teacher to whom I owe many thanks is Mr. Carroll. He is such a fantastic and encouraging teacher, and is also surprisingly fast. On one occasion, the bell had just rung. It was time to go to English. So Mr. Carroll strolled by and told us to hurry up and get to class. The general sentiment was that if we left in 5 minutes, we'd probably still get there before him. The result? 3 Year 13 boys pursued by a great big English teacher, bolting across in an effort to get to English first. The great big English teacher lost. One last memory I would like to share with you took place in a calculus lesson. Mr. Williamson had just asked the class whether anyone would like to attend scholarship calculus. The incentive to entice us to do scholarship was large sums of prize money in exchange for good results. When Chris Kim was asked if he would like to attend scholarship calculus, his reply was, "I would rather work at Pack and Say." I believe Mrs. Butler communicated a similar ambition to her geography class after marking their Year 13 mid-year exams. Everyone loves a good steak, except for cows and vegetarians. I love a good steak. I think that the students are like steaks. At KingsWay, they know how to turn out a really delicious steak. The first thing required is a small beating to soften the meat. The steak must then be marinated with all the essential ingredients to ensure maximum flavour. Each steak is different, as not all come from the same animal. KingsWay caters to each student's needs, giving them exactly what they require. A few of the herbs, spices and sauces used to marinate KingsWay students include love, guidance, wisdom, encouragement, discipleship, strong relationships, knowledge, discipline, support, mentoring, and a biblical worldview. Proverbs 23 verse 7 reads, "For as a man thinks in his heart, so is he." Let me repeat that. For as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. KingsWay is a place which prepares youth for life. It guides them into a position where their hearts can be filled with godly character. This year, it has been an honour to work alongside all the prefects, namely Michelle, Jacinda, Alicia, Lara, Janine, Siska, Julia, Rebecca, Josh, and for a time we had Johnny. You have all worked tirelessly, many times behind the scenes without praise, and have truly portrayed the character of servant leadership. Josh, I've especially appreciated and treasured your friendship this year. Also, a big up to Julia. Natalie Fabrin, our head girl for 2008, is a talented, caring, fun, faithful, and committed, and overall extraordinary person. I could not have asked for a more perfect friend or colleague to help me, to keep me organised and up to speed. You have been one of my closest friends. Mr. Udding, you are without doubt one of the greatest mentors and supportive friends I've ever known. Without your support, help, patience and encouragement, not only would the prefect team stumble and fall, but I think a lot of the school would cease to run. I would also like to offer you a public apology. I am sure it was dreadful having someone as laid back as myself to organise, especially in light of the fact that you are so well organised. I have so many teachers I need to thank, but it would take half the night. So collectively, I thank you on behalf of the student body. As I mentioned before, it is the teachers who make this school such a magical and special place to learn. I am confident that the Year 13s will leave the school with fond memories of special teachers who have vastly impacted their lives. Finally, I would like to thank the students and parents who have encouraged me so much this year. I am grateful for the many friendships forged while being at KingsWay. I pray that these bonds will last indefinitely and that the character lessons learned at KingsWay will never leave us. To the returning students, ensure that you make your own unforgettable memories. God bless and thank you.